Well, everyone. This is Mitchellmander here, and today we received some interesting news in regards to the Pokemon anime. Now, is in regards to the next Pokemon series. Now, they made an announcement when episode 136 of Sun and Moon came out that there would be a major worldwide announcement with episode 137 in regards to the Pokemon anime. And so we all assumed it would just be the announcement for the Sword and Shield anime. It seemed fair that that was what's coming next. But it seems like we aren't just getting Sword and Shield or the Galar region. It looks like the name of the series is actually reverting back to its original name, which is just simply Pocket Monsters or just Pokemon. And the interesting thing about this is it's going to be set in all regions from Kanto to Galar, and will feature Pokemon from each region. So from what I understand, Galar is still going to be a big focus, but they're going to be focusing on all the regions, which is interesting to say the least. And not only that, but the logo that's being used here is actually the same logo that was used for the 20th and 21st Pokemon movies, which were reboots in themselves, or just an alternative universe of Ash. So, there's a few things that we can speculate from this, because this is some interesting stuff, that's for sure. So a lot of people are going around online speculating that this could be a complete reboot of the series. This could be something like them going back to the old regions for various reasons. And it could be a total reboot for the anime. So with the logo being the same as the alternative universe movies, or movies 21 and 20, it could feature the alternative universe Ash. And those movies were very successful, and they were pretty much the most successful Pokemon movies in a long time. And the success of those movies could have inspired the team to go in a different direction this time. So they wanted to, change things up like they did with Sun and Moon. And now they've been experimenting with the series ever since Sun and Moon started. And it's been very unpredictable, which honestly has been really good and refreshing for the series because the old formula was getting stale. And as much as I liked X and Y, even by then the formula was beginning to show its age. So, in my opinion, this actually makes things a little bit more interesting. It could also reduce filler, too, because we could be focusing on all the regions. So, there'd be a lot less filler. So, it would make it more plot focused, and I'm very interested to see if this is the direction they're going to take. And I've liked what they've done with the series with Sun and Moon. I know a lot of people don't really care for Sun and Moon, but I happen to like the series because it refreshes the series. And if the series is unpredictable from now on, it's going to make the series more interesting to look at. Now, again, if this is a total reboot, I think this pretty much confirms that Ash is winning the Alola League, which is kind of hard to believe. But if this indeed happens and the Pokemon anime is completely rebooted, I can tell you right now that Ash is most likely going to win this time, and if he doesn't win, there's just no excuses for it. I cannot accept another Ash loss if this is the end of the anime Ash, or the end of this variation of the character, so they gotta let him win this time. I mean, they have to if they're rebooting Ash. But another possibility is that what if this isn't just a total reboot, but it could be like Pokemon Chronicles and we see all of Ash's old companions and rivals and what they're up to now. Now, if they go this route, we could actually see some interesting moments and get to see how these characters have changed and what they're up to now and how they've developed since they've left the show. It could lead to some interesting stories, and I'm honestly all for that because I enjoyed Pokemon Chronicles and honestly most of the specials. Some of the specials I could care less about, but I do like the specials as it adds more. It gives more character development to these characters, especially seeing as this is post like their epilogue episode. So it's interesting to see what they're up to. And honestly, as much as I despise Tracy and Max, even if they're involved, I'd be up for this. I'd like to see what they're up to these days. And since Tracy seems to have disappeared from Oak's lab, maybe he's gone on a journey, and maybe they can go into this and maybe flesh out his character a little bit more. So, yeah. This could lead to some interesting moments if they go with this route. Now, I am concerned, however, because of this. I don't want Galar, or the Sword and Shield portion of this, to be overshadowed. Since this is a big region, and there's a lot of interesting characters. I want to see how the show portrays these characters and how the anime portrays the story of the games. Like that's always the most interesting thing is how the anime differentiates itself from the games. So I'm very concerned, and I don't want it to end up just being a small piece of the pie, though they kind of implied that it's going to be the main focus. So I guess we'll see what they have in store for us. For all we know, this could just be a spin-off series, and it's more like Pokemon Generations that we got right before Sun and Moon came out. And honestly, I'd be alright with that. If it's just a short series leading up to Sword and Shield, I'd be alright with that. But I guess we'll find out on September 29th what's going to be happening. So it's very interesting to see, what direction they're going to take with this. Honestly, it's very unpredictable, and it's hard to predict what they will do, but it's easy, it's fun to speculate on what they're going to do next. And things are a little bit more interesting now that, things are so unpredictable, because you never know what could happen. Like, the stuff that I brought up in this video may not even, come close to what we're getting, so I guess we will find out in a couple weeks. So anyways, guys, tell me what you think about this news. Let me know what you think the future of the Pokemon anime is going to be with Generation 8. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Anyways, I will be back later when I do my impression video for 137. So, anyways, I am out now. I'll talk to you guys later.